everyone, Emily here. In this video, it might be a little long. I'm going to show you all of my favorite autumn and fall adult coloring books. Now, I have done videos of all my Halloween book collections in former years, which isn't always accurate because I sell books and I buy books. But these are particularly only autumn and fall seasonal books. There's only a couple in this lot I wanted to show you that are Halloween, but they're the cutesy kind more, and one's just notoriety for its art. More like traditional, nostalgic, hocus pocus style. So only a couple, but we're gonna focus mostly on stuff that feels like fall between, mid-September through November. That's when I do all my fall coloring. So let's get started. And by no means is this all of them. I have another bin full of autumn and fall books. I'm just pulling out my favorites for the art, even whether they've been colored in or not, because I like to look at them or I want to color in them. But let's get started with the obvious here, which would be Deborah Müller's autumn and fall books. Now, she has a new one coming out that's supposed to be strictly fall any time now. I haven't looked in a few days, so maybe it's been announced. I have one more fall artist edition one that I haven't found yet, so when I pause this video to pull more books, I'll throw that in toward the end. So this is, gosh, and I'm not even sure if I have a favorite. I think her newest one, the newer one that I don't have here, is my favorite. So we have Harvest Festival, Pumpkin Patch Blessings, which is more gorgeous, less people, more detailed art, Fall Friends, an oldie, and then Fall Vibes. Let's look at Fall Festival. This one was from last year. I don't even know if I colored in it. I wish I had bought the artist edition. And I'm going to be kind of quick when I go through these because obviously it's going to take a while to look at all the books, but it's really cute. It's really cute. I should have got the artist edition because I like to do alcohol markers with her stuff for the skin tones. But if I want to make a book that I can finish and keep forever, then I would do in pencil. And so I guess it's good I got this because I only like to do pencil in the Amazon basic paper versions. But this one is very traditional, nostalgic, just cute, whimsy. Girls having fun, harvest time, cute outfits, more details than a lot of her stuff you see sometimes, which is really nice. Oh, I did do this one last year. Yes, I did. And I believe I did this in, obviously, some alcohol marker and some pencil. You can do alcohol marker in here. It's just not going to blend as well and doesn't look quite as good. Pies. It's really, really cute. Really like this one. It has a matte cover, so it doesn't have that high shine like some of these others. I do really like Pumpkin Patch Blessings. I don't think I've ever colored in it. I have to pause this for 1 second. I had to pause it. It's really bright in here because usually I film at night, but I'm doing this during the day and I feel like it looks really white on my camera. So anyway, yeah, so this one has a lot of detail, a little more intermediate, has some fall quotes, but you have a lot more nature theme, animals, botanicals, but it's a gorgeous book. I always say I'm not a fan of words in coloring books, so I always ignore those pages. I love this one. I do a lot of reading. I don't need more words in my coloring books because I'm purely for visual. Look at that. That's really cute. This one I must have done years ago because it looks like it was done with really cheap markers that bleed through. That I'm sure if she were to redo it now, she wouldn't do this where you put the words right over the image. That one's really nice. Yeah, so it's really cute. Cute, cute, cute. I will link below every book you see here. Try to link them in order. how I'm showing them to you, or you can find them on Amazon. I will try to put in a, well, unless I find a better price, I'll find the lowest price and I'll link it for you. So it's funny, this book, Fall Friends, I had this years and years ago when it came out, when I didn't know how to color and I was just coloring with cheap Cali art or markers, and it looked terrible. I must have done like 10 pages in here. It looked god awful. So I repurchased it. I threw that one away so I can redo it all in pencil. This is bordering almost a favorite of mine. It's really cute. It's similar to a combination of the last two. We have the girls and the harvest or autumn whimsy, but then we also have a lot of nature. Gosh, I still have, well, no, I don't. I had another terrible one of hers that I did a bad job on and tossed it and repurchased. I think that was a Halloween book though. This one's really cute. And these books are only like $6, I think. So, and I can tell you, waxy pencils do work great on basic Amazon paper with these inexpensive books. I've successfully and repeatedly used Prismacolors, Black Widows, and my Sioux Color 180 set. I probably use that more than the Prismacolors. It's like $40 for 180 pencils. You get 30 more colors than you do with Prismacolors, a lot more purples and greens and pinks. And for a budget pencil, especially if you use like a pencil colorless blender, they blend really well. They don't feel hard like an oily pencil. I just released a tutorial, a Joshua Dunbar Easy Fall, and by the way, this is fall vibes, a Joshua Dunbar Easy Fall color along using Sioux Color pencils. I do give Prismacolor alternatives, but you can find that. I can link that also below. This one is really cute. Gosh, I haven't colored in this in a couple of years. So we have a lot more botanicals. I just collect most of her books. There are some that I have sent back. Like I'm not as keen on like the hat ones or the hair ones because it's just faces, and I don't like to use up all my good mediums on skin tone. Oh, it's cute. And I like to have a little more, gosh, years ago. I did this one when it came out. Look, this is before I even knew how to do skin with pencil. Maybe 5 years. Terrible. Yeah, so you have some really cute choices, and of course the one I can't find, which I'll pull shortly. I have a couple. So let's look at a couple other unusual ones that I wouldn't normally recommend, or you might not have seen. So I'm going to show you this Very Nice Frolicsome Fall, which is really cute. I have a full tutorial color along with Starjoy Gold pencils doing one. You'll see another good budget pencil set, although those don't work on everything. This paper's feels like a little silkier to me. But yeah, I can link below that one as well. The tutorial for that. This is really cute. It's just cute little mice. You can use pan pastels or gelatos in the background or watercolors. Just use a very light amount of water. Works great with pencils. Just cute little mice doing fun autumn mischief. Really cute. So not a lot in here, but it's a cute little book. I have Alexander Franzesi's Simple Fall. I'm generally not a fan of these small little square books. I've said it a million times, but I do like Alexander Franzesi. And this one is really cute. I haven't colored in it, but I could do some easy color alongs on the channel for beginners or for testing mediums. practicing leaves, nature, apples. I can do some basic color blending tutorials in here. And this book's even cheaper. What is it, like $5? But yeah, it's cute little, cute little book. So I'm going to show this one, From Halloween to Christmas. I love this book. Has some great autumn and fall pictures. I've been working on completing Hill and Country Fall by Joshua Dunbar and The Magical Season by Lenka Felaninka, Fall and Christmas. And I'm just going to show you the fall portion. This book you'd have to get on Etsy. It's an international overseas book, and she gives you the grayscale and the line art. I prefer the grayscale because I like to do alcohol markers, which, you know, can be tricky because, which is fine, right? So if you're doing alcohol markers, the line art's on this side. I'm only doing grayscale. So it could go through. It's pretty thick. It'll probably go through a little, but it's just perfect shading. So like the grass, I would do in 3 different greens, darker greens in the dark area, and work my way out. They just look so nice. It's nice, thick paper. This one's a little creepy, maybe bordering All Hallows Night. Did this one like 2 years ago, maybe. See how good it looks with alcohol marker? And I use stickles and stuff. Obviously it went through. Did this one a couple years ago. Did a terrible job on the sky, it looks like. Tried to use straight gray watercolor. And I don't know why my bunny is so dark. So then we're getting into Christmas. I mean, I could show you briefly, but yeah, it's just a gorgeous book. I did this one a couple years ago. All right, so there's that. Let me show you From Halloween to Christmas, Deborah Müller. I've always loved this book, but I've been working on it for years, so, you know, my skill, as everybody's, improves over time with practice and classes and learning new techniques. But again, alcohol marker, this is more of a smoother, shiny paper, which is nice considering it's an Amazon book. So maybe I'll do this one this year. I do one every year. I'm trying to make it last. I love how I did purple tint on her skin. What I did is I did basic skin tone, and I went over it with a lavender, just right over the skin tone after it was dry, one layer. Love this one. Oh, maybe I'll do that one. Oh, I don't know. I only can pick one each year. This one's super cute. Did this one. Metallic pens. Apparently never finished this one. Oh, the background. So I'll do that this year. I did this one in a printable. My printables binder. This one. Oh man, the yellow is a bleed through of something. I didn't put a divider on first. It must be. How did I get there? Because I did not do that in yellow. Anyway, I loved her. Oh, it must come off of this, the brown. So, dang. In the old days, I did inexpensive alcohol markers when I first started this book. The cheaper ones, most like oranges, browns, greens have like a chemical in it, in alcohol markers, that over time kind of releases, and it always comes out yellow because you don't see any real yellow here, right? And it's from pressing it down and having it be in the pile. Dang. Thank God it's only on the back, but anyway, hell. See, this is why I've replaced a lot of my books that I started years ago when I didn't know what I was doing and would never do these things now. Like I only use Copics and Ohuhus and like German alcohol markers and like really nice Japanese alcohol markers. I don't use the cheap ones anymore because this is what happens. Bloody hell. Okay, well, we're looking at fall, so let's look at Joshua Dunbar's Hello Country Fall. Now this book, the back side, I'll start in the back, is landscape, harder to show on camera. I love Joshua Dunbar. He does the easy ones and then the regular ones. And it is great for markers. I mean, sure, I've done several in pencil. I've done some in Sioux color pencil. I did one of his easy spring ones in Sioux color pencil. I just don't like landscape pictures because it's hard to hold the book. And then when I flip through a book, I don't want to have to turn it when I look at my work. But yeah, really quintessential country, autumn and fall, easy, kind of chunky style, incomplete. Love this book. I just, you know, I mean, I have so many, you know, like you can only do so much, right? All right, let's look at his other one. This is the one I did, which did the tutorial in. Eating my lunch while I'm doing this. I'm eating soup. Okay, let's go to the back. Easy fall. Did this one also have landscape? He's got some freebies in the back. Yeah, so you got landscape again in the back. It's hard for me to show it in the camera. An awkward angle. Good for beginners, but also if you want a quick, easy coloring. And because he provides you the light grayscale shading, whether it's pencil or alcohol marker, which is my preference, you know right where to put your darker colors. I love that one. I gotta do one or two on camera, I think, more because I love them. Cute. So cute. Ooh, I want one of those. Pumpkin spice latte. This is the one I just did. I'm not as thrilled as the colors I picked for the background, but you can do your background whatever, leave it white. This was all done in Sioux color pencils. They blended gorgeous on here, and there's a step-by-step color along how to do this on my channel, which I will link below with all the fruit and produce. You can also use Prismacolors. I provide alternative for each color that I use. Alcohol markers, you can see how good it looks. Cute as a bug's ear. Okay. Now we have this one might be bordering more Halloweenish, but it's an oldie, it's a classic, and it's no longer available. It's Coco Witches. Always been one of my favorites before it turned chintzy and they turned into all those little square books. I have a full color along in a Prismacolor on a witch in here. I have not released yet. I'm saving it for next month, which you'll see. But it has a nice variety of background. It's not cheesy. It's good art. It's just fun alchemy and witches. I've seen a lot of other gorgeous pictures that people have done in this book. You can sometimes find it used on eBay. Sometimes you'll have a secondhand seller selling some on Amazon. If I find any, I'll link it. And sometimes, this is the one I did. I did this, it looks really dull in the camera, but it's pretty vibrant in person. That's the one I did a color along on. And they do sell some PDFs on their Etsy shop, but I haven't seen this one, but I haven't looked in months. So they don't have them all on there, you know. All right. So again, I'm only showing my favorite, not all of the ones that I have. This is a favorite of mine, probably my favorite Teresa Goodridge book. I intend for this to be a book completion project. I don't know how I'm going to do that because, as all of you know, I'm working on an eerie 7-book completion project. One spread, 2-page spread per month in all 7 books, so 7 spreads per month. It's going to take me 3.5 years. I'm only on month 2, so like if I have some days left at the end of the month to squeeze in a picture or two, I'll do that. I managed to squeeze in. I mean, we're not even at the 15th yet of September, and I've gotten 4 out of 3 down. So, but anyway, this book is so cute. It's the cutest book of all time. It's just cute, and I can just envision it. I don't want to bend this because I plan on completing them all. I can envision this with pencil and with all like autumn colors entirely. Just so, it just makes me think of like Vermont in autumn. I even love the Halloween ones. I can do some color alongs on the channel if anyone wants to see. I need to know what mediums you'd prefer, probably pencils, which ones. For those of you that are not in the United States, I've heard it's hard to get Prismacolors elsewhere, so what do you guys use? That's the most common, because I'm sure I have them. I have like every pencil set imaginable. I'm bad about not even using them all. But in my Erie books, I'm using everything. I'm using everything. Like I'm branching out. I'm using every medium possible to really, this is what I want to do this month, so I marked it. Maybe I'll do this one on the channel. I'm forcing myself to use all my other mediums and ones I haven't used yet. Non-alcohol marker ones in my Erie books. But yeah, I mean, really, you can't go wrong. It's so perfect. Precious. Love it. All right, let's see what's next. Another bite. Yeah, so can't go wrong with Ellen Roberts' Beauty of Horror, Haunted Holidays. One side of the book is like Halloween. One side is Christmas. This was from last year. It's one of my favorite books he's ever done. I like it just for the Halloween aspect. I mean, I like the Christmas aspect too, but I'm saying even though we're doing fall books, I do feel like this one is kind of like, it's not like gore like the Mythagorias. It's I don't know, I just love his art. And I love this, like the TPing on Halloween. So it's kind of cutesy, kind of, you know, nothing too terrible. Just for quintessential Halloween. I feel like some have a little more detail than others. Big fat book. That one's pretty neat. Okay, well, we got some, I guess you could make it gore, but it's also cute because there's like little skeletons inside his belly and stuff. So, I don't know. I don't think of this as gore. I don't, and even when I color mild horror stuff, I don't feel like I color it in scary manners. I always feel like mine are bright and cute and stuff. I don't know. I just love his style. Haunt of Fame is my favorite of his, but this one is great. I really like. I started this last year. Apparently, I never finished with watercolor pencils, so I intend to finish that this year. I need to set this off to the side. See, kind of quintessential Halloween stuff. And no, I'm not going to do every single one, but there's quite a few that I would enjoy doing, and I do like the Christmas side. So if you want something a little different. All right, so that is the side that you would only think about in fall. And these aren't entirely autumn fall books, but I want to show you why I chose them. Nella Nico's book by Kadokawa. Anyway, this is an overseas book. You can get it from Etsy. I usually buy from Cool Craft Book. Sometimes there's a store called Pamdour, or 70 East Books, which is a website if they have it. And there's a really cute autumn and fall section. Let me turn to it. I can't flip it while it's flat. So it's by season, right? So we have autumn here. Gosh, I love this book. So many books to color in. This Erie project is just gonna kill it for me. But yeah, we have some cute autumn pictures. I started a Halloween one last year. I never finished with Derwent Inktense, which you'll see here in a second. I'm thinking of doing this one for November. Maybe I'll finish this one. Yeah, when I was testing out my Derwent Inktense when I first got them. Surprisingly, I'd never, after all these years, I just finally got them last year. Yeah, it's gonna be really cute when it's done. So I'm gonna finish that this year. So we have some cute Halloween, just kind of fall baking, making mushroom pizzas, mushrooms in the fall, more mushroom forest, kind of done Queen of Hearts style. This is kind of done Alice Mad Tea Party. But since I don't know why it's in the fall section. I guess you could do it in fall colors. I would probably do it in pinks and purples like Valentine colors. So part of this book, Nella Nico, is like telling a story. So the portraits will be kind of fun. Then we get into obviously winter, which has some great ones as well, which I'll be wanting to do for the holidays. Okay, there's that. Can't go wrong with Hannah Carlzon's Witch's Cottage. Love this. Love even more the new Halloween one, which I'll grab in a minute, that I got from overseas. It's not available in the US yet, and I already done one spread in it. Not quite done, but almost done. But I did do one in here that is a full color along and tutorial in Prismacolor, which I've not released yet because I'm saving it for next month. But yeah, this one is definitely a favorite for the fall because it's just witchy. You know, you think of like Bewitched and Hocus Pocus and you know, the one with Practical Magic and the book series and the movies. Just feels like fall to me. I did mine in, I did this one. I didn't do fall colors. I was just experimenting. I wanted a magic purple tree to just feel kind of witchy. So that's the one I did full color along on the channel, which I haven't released yet. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. I love this book. I think the Halloween one feels more specific to Halloween. This feels more specific to autumn and fall, in my opinion. But who doesn't love Witch's Cottage? Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you, because it is one of my favorite and only favorite horror books. I'm sorry, there's two, but this is probably takes the cake a little bit over the other one, which I'll show you, because I told you I was going to show you a few Halloween books. This one is strictly from the movies. Oh, that's the other one right there. And it's by the artist Maurizio Campanelli, who just put out that Magic Made Real beautiful book I showed in my haul a couple days ago. It's beautiful art, original art, all from different, like, quintessential pop culture horror movies, going all the way back to like the 80s. You know, we have, I mean, just amazing. They look, I've seen lots of people color these and they look amazing. And the one I did the Carrie Stephen King. You'll see here in a minute. I mean, but don't get me wrong, I don't watch horror movies. I'm not a fan of horror, but I love nostalgia and I love pop culture and I love great illustrations. And this one just feels fun to me without having to watch the movies. Bates Motel. Don't know what this one is. Oh, Cabin in the Woods. Is that the name of a movie? Seems like it might be. I don't know. Oh, that. I know that. I know that. Some of you that are more horror fans might recognize these, but I just think they're amazing. Let me show you Carrie. Yeah, so I did Carrie. This is going to be a full color along tutorial on my channel. This is Prismacolor pencil, stickles, and a red liquid pearl for the blood. So I had great fun doing that. And you can learn some great hair color combos just by watching this if you want to know for other hair with Prismacolors. I did all their hair. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite book of mine for the fall, mostly for October. So keep an eye out for all these other tutorials I've done, like 6 or 7 of them I'm saving for the fall or for Halloween. Yeah. This one. Oh, that's a good one too. So this is Kevin Teo Art's Creepy Kawaii. And it's like a mild one, good for October, for Halloween. You don't see it as often. It's got some really fun stuff based on like well-known characters. That was the bonus section. So we have Voldemort, Ursula from Little Mermaid, Pennywise, Mercury, the Mummy, Joker, Jigsaw, Jason. Isn't this great? I love it. Hannibal Lecter, Gollum, Freddy Krueger. I want to do Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is in here. Emily, hey, that's me. Edward Scissorhands. Cruella, I want to do that one too. Chucky, isn't it cute? It's just fun. There's Beetlejuice, I want to do him. Just fun for the fall. I feel like to get me in the mood for Halloween, even though I'm, you know, not a big Halloween fan. Isn't that cute? This book's been out forever. I've had that for a bazillion years. I've never colored it, but I love I've always loved it. It's like the ones I love the most, I'm least likely to color in because I love the illustrations. So it's a really bad habit. I'm going to show you this one. Now, as I said, not a big fan of horror, but sometimes I just love Halloweenish, quintessential Halloweenish type books for the fall. This one is by Dina Stone. It's kind of an unnamed, it looks like a generic one, but it's not. The art is amazing. I've never colored it. I've had it for years. I'm gonna force myself to do it. And I think it was published 2022. So I'm gonna just go backwards. The art though is incredible. So like we have the alien invasion, and it's not all, like you can do this all in autumn colors, the forest, you know what I mean? We have like a Moby Dick scenario, werewolves. I mean, it's just really amazing art. Look at the witch's cottage. So talk about fall, right? Just some real, it's just unique, right? It's not like, it's really not like scary stuff. It's just like interesting stuff you'd see in sci-fi movies, or a lot of outdoor scenes for the fall. For October. This is great. Like she's sitting on a pier under the waters and he's about to touch her foot. That's awesome. I should do that one. It's a great book though. It's just like a general, I mean, her name's not even on the front. That's how generic it was at the time. I think the publisher didn't want it to be credited just to the artist. But yeah, you can see how you can get all like autumn. A lot of it's outdoors. You can do a lot of outdoor stuff. We got some alien type stuff here. It's so beautiful. Love this one with the giant troll under the bridge. Kind of medieval, mummy. So yeah, this feels really like fall to me. It feels Beetlejuicy to me, like Beetlejuice. I don't know why. But yeah, love that book, and that will be linked below. It'll be Dina Stone's horror coloring book. Let me show you another one. Again, not strictly a fall book, but Claire Markova's Fairy Celebrations has some really, really great spreads for fall, for Halloween. I can pinpoint them. It's kind of hard to tell because you have to look at everything to see the details. We're like winter now. Winter. Yeah, this one I was thinking of doing. We have a full-on fall scene. We have like a little witch, little pumpkins, the bats, candy growing in the trees, pumpkins, little roasting marshmallows or apples or whatever, little witch's pot. Perfect spread for fall. Let's see what else we've got. I'll check the other, this one. This is the book I've been working on, and I've done a good 5 or 6 pages. Yeah, here we have another fall one with like mushroom houses and hat. Like a mushroom house. Yeah, I've done quite a few in here. Here we go. We got pumpkins, little werewolf, nighttime scene, a little bat reading a pumpkin book. Good fall pictures here. Mushrooms. So then we get into more like other times of year, summer and spring and stuff. What else have I done here? I gotta look now. A lot of it just feels like a fall forest to me. I know I've done an incomplete one apparently. I did the unit. This was all done with Sioux color pencils. They're really good pencils. For 40 bucks, for 180, they work really, really great on this paper and on basic Amazon paper. Have not tried them in the Erie books, so I'm going to. But all of the pictures in here I did with Sioux color pencils, except that one background was watercolor pencil. I know I did more in here. Did this one, Sioux color pencils. Did this one. Color pencils. There's one more. I could swear I made more progress than that. Maybe that was a different book. Anyway, so we got some good couple spreads in here, which I also intend to do one of this season. Love it, love it. So again, this is my only other one that I wanted to show you. Is one of my favorites. The Mythagoria Haunted Hearts by Fabiana Attanasio, who Fabiana Attanasio did all of those kind of quote Disney books. There was like a Peter Pan, there was a Snow White, a Beauty and the Beast, a Wizard of Oz, and they all got discontinued. They're gorgeous, gorgeous books. They're thick, they're white. There's a poster that comes in the back of them. I think you can only get them on like Amazon France now or something, but I just love her art. And I love the kind of Victorian-y romance in this one. And so this book makes me think of a lot of like fall and Halloween. So like I did this one last year. It was great fun. And I just really, this one and the like the clown one makes me kind of think of Halloween. I mean, they all kind of do. But they look so good when they're colored. Love this kind of Little Mermaid scene replica. I did this one. There's a full tutorial color along and Prismacolor pencils on this one. I have not released yet, saving it for October. Love it. I love this book. It just feels like fall to me. The yeah, really of all the Mythagoria books, most of them are too gory for me, but this one I've always just loved it. I don't know. Okay. I hope you guys will do some of my tutorials. For a straight up quintessential October fall book that has a Halloween vibe, that's clean, I would do Deborah Müller's Halloween Party. Came out last year. It's really cute. I mean, if you're a Hocus Pocus fan, who doesn't want to go to a Halloween party like the kids did, where they dress up like the colonial, where the older brother was dating the girl that had kind of a wealthy family in a house, and they're having a Halloween ball, and he went over there with his little sister to grab all the candy, and she was dressed up like in a colonial ball gown or something. Anyway, and then I'd love to go to a party like that. That makes me think of these kind of books. And then like when the parents went to that gymnasium, had the big adult party where they all got sung to sleep. Beetlejuice. Just looks like fun. Just fun, clean, cute stuff. Would be great for fall. I really like this one with a Halloween twist. But for fall. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one. This, and I have to pause and grab the rest of my books. This is a one of a kind. This is Deborah Müller's. She sells her original art on her Etsy store. You can buy one for each book that I guess she's decided to sell. The original drawings she did for each book on really good artist paper. Comes in loose pages like this. This one, that's the only one I purchased, is this one, which I believe is the Hocus Pocus book, which was years old. But I just got this recently when she released all her original art for sale, the one of a kinds. And I had done a lot of that Hocus Pocus book in crummy mediums. It looked terrible, and like, 6-7 years ago. So like I decided to repurchase this and do them all in Copic or Ohuhu markers. But this makes me totally think of fall, which just the witches, the costumes, the magic. But yeah, this is all the original drawings, which I feel grateful to have. It almost makes me not want to color it, but. And this paper is even better than the artist edition. It's like really thick cardstock. All of, they might have, she probably saved some of her original art, but I imagine a lot of them have been purchased because there's only one set for each book. So I'm making a mess showing you these. But you can buy the book on Amazon. You can buy the artist edition. Well, I don't know if she has this an artist edition. Actually, it's an old book. So yeah, but talk about, if you like it, just buy the Amazon book. Okay, let me go grab some more books. I only have a few left. Hold the last few I wanted to show you that are my faves. I did find, as I was looking, this on my shelves. This is a completely still shrink wrapped 180 set of the Sioux color pencils. My favorite, one of my favorites I keep talking about. I was going to give this away in a contest last year, but decided to keep it as backups to my other set in case they stop making them, because they're really that good. Like, I use them that often. And like I said, it's like, they're like $39 and you get 180, and they have so many more colors. They really are good budget pencils. Probably my favorite. Okay. All right, so first I want to show you Coloret's Colorful Harvest. I bought this last year. It's by Coloret, and they're great books for alcohol markers because they're on this kind of cardstock. Gosh, it's gonna be hard to get all this in the camera by flipping it upward, but they're very kind of intermediate type scenes, as you can see. I'm not eating my lunch. I need to do one of these. I think I just got this last year. Train, hiking. They're really beautiful, actually. Very New England in the autumn. Outdoor scenes. I don't want to turn the book, but you can see some of them are landscape, I guess. Ah. I'm getting a pinched nerve in my neck. They're raking leaves here, reading by the fire. For some reason, this book makes me think of a Hallmark fall movie or Halloween movie, which I love. I love Hallmark movies. I want to do that one with the kitties. Baking, mushroom gathering. Speaking of that, I just made the best cream of mushroom soup. Dairy-free. So good. You make your own dairy cream by soaking raw cashews in hot water, and then you blend that with everything else, and it makes like a thick non-dairy cream, almost like heavy whipping cream, and it's so good. I think that recipe was by Nora Cooks, one of my favorite food blogs I follow. I think she does mostly, I'm vegetarian, I think she does mostly vegetarian, but it's like a cream of mushroom soup. But she has a lot of great soups on there. I'll just turn this. We got like a Vermont covered bridge. We have the foxes. We have scarecrow. Sorry, it's hard to see. Probably, but it is a gorgeous book. Oh, it would be fun to do this for a November for like Thanksgiving, although I don't eat turkey, so I guess I wouldn't feel too bad about coloring a turkey. Fall socks. Yeah, really great high quality artist. Intermediate images on here. I found that Deborah Müller book I was telling you about. The artist edition, it's Fall Fairyland. You know what? Is there another one I'm missing of hers? Anyway, it's an artist edition, which I really love. So you can see, but you can buy this in the non-artist edition. But I really liked this one for fall. I think I started one in here. Really love this one a lot. Oh, I guess I did do one in there. Some cheap watercolors, it looks like. Not very good. A year ago. You know, this might not be the book I'm thinking. Oh, I started this one with Prismacolors. I usually do markers in here, but it wasn't terrible with pencil. Yeah, I really like this one a lot. And then I have Country Autumn by Jade Summer. Ironically, this was illustrated by Joshua Dunbar, back when Jade Summer was just a name brand. And Joshua Dunbar later did the Country Autumn and the Easy Fall that I showed you. So we have the similar style with the landscape view. I love that kind of bobbing for apples. We have some real quintessential, oh, an incomplete. I should finish that one. I'm going to leave that out. Some real quintessential fall pictures here. So gorgeous, so many details. It reminds me a lot of Teresa Goodridge's stuff, but it has that Joshua Dunbar style, but for more the advanced colorists, or intermediate at least, if you really want to be specific with your details. I was testing different mediums in here, I think. Just wanted to, what year was this? They never say. Oh, 2022. Yeah, and Jade Summer, Fritz and Publishing. I looked it up and online, and it said Joshua Dunbar did some of these images. I remember at the time, although it doesn't put his name in here. So those are my favorite autumn and fall coloring books. That's all I have to show you. Only a good 15 or 20. It's hard, you know, like I can't color in each one each year, especially now that I'm on that romantic country project, but I will be doing some. I probably work on my art between 3 and 5 hours a day, morning and evening. And so I have quite a few fall tutorials, and Halloween, like some of the ones I've shown you, will be coming out throughout the next month. Keep an eye out. I would love to see if you do one. Please post it in my Facebook group, which is the Coloring Oasis Adult Coloring Community, which is linked below in the drop-down menu with all of these books if you want to grab some for fall. Thanks everybody for watching. Can't wait to see what's your favorite. Please let me know.